What is happening, my friends? Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Roadie Free Radio. Larry Milburn here, your host. This is where I record the intro to my podcast, Roadie Free Radio, which you can check out by going to roadiefreeradio.com or find us on SoundCloud. Hit those links below. I only do the intro. You click the link below to that SoundCloud file. It will take you to the full episode. My guest today is Bobby Carroll, stage manager, great guy, awesome dude. We met back in Simsbury. I'll tell the story in just a little bit. Like I said, everything you need to know is in the description below. If you like these videos, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and get notified, hit that subscribe button, and you will get notified every time a new video pops out. And let's get to the show. I already pre-recorded the little air turn tag that comes up, so that's just going to happen. But usually you get to watch me do that, but I thought I would save you that pain today. All right? So here we go. What's happening, folks? Today's episode is sponsored by Air Turn, the makers of the famous Go Stand, the collapsible boom stand that I use when I'm out on the road. Head over to airturn.com, check out the Go Stand, use the code ROADIE when you check out for 20% off. That's code ROADIE. When you check out at airturn.com, you'll get 20% off your entire order. Now let's get on with the show.
What's up, roadies? This is Bobby T.
This is Brian Spicer.
What's happening, roadies? This is Bobby Carroll, and you're listening to Roadie Free Radio.
What's up, roadies? My name is Larry Milburn, and this is Roadie Free Radio, your VIP pass to meet and greet the stars behind the scenes of the music and film business.
Yo, what is going on, roadies? Welcome back to the show. This is Larry Milburn, your host. Episode number 64 with Bobby Carroll, stage manager for the Tedeschi Trucks Band. Great all-around dude, and this is a really fun episode. Really sweet guy, so I'm excited to get to it. I got a couple of announcements real quick right off the bat. This week, unfortunately, we lost another roadie, but this guy is the king of all roadies. Ben Dorsey got his start in 1950. He's one of the oldest and most beloved roadies in all of country music and beyond. And 92 years old, man. 92 years old. That's crazy. He worked with Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash and June Carter, Buck Owens, Patsy Cline, Elvis Presley, Ray Price, Jerry Jeff Walker. Crazy list of people. And I guess you could say he's done his final loadout. Okay. Anyway, Ben Dorsey gave it his all, man. Crazy stuff. Okay. So, how are you guys doing? You guys all right? Did you have a good week? I was in New York this week for a couple of interviews that will be coming up. I hooked up with Chris Reitzman, production manager for the current Young the Giant tour. I'd never really heard Young the Giant's music. I'm now a fan. And Chris Reitzman, great dude, great attitude. He had some obstacles trying to get in and around New York. I didn't realize you can't bring a tour bus with a trailer into the city. That sounds like a nightmare. So I will talk more about this during his episode, but what he explained to me was you have to unpack your semis and all your stuff over in the Jersey side, put everything into cube trucks or box trucks, drive them into the city, get them to your venue, unload everything, do your show, pack it all back up, and at New York City at Central Park, there's a midnight curfew. There's a 10 p.m. curfew to end the music, and everything's got to be out by 12 a.m. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Then you got to drive it back to New Jersey, empty those trucks, get it back in the semis, and then hit the road, which is what they did. They did all that, and around 2:30 in the morning, they hit the road for Boston, which was their next destination. That was the first night of 5 in a row, which will see them end up in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, my God. I'm exhausted just thinking about it, but that's the life. That's the life we signed up for. That's the life you guys signed up for. So that was, that was Wednesday. I did that and got to see the show. Great show by Cold War Kids, Young the Giant. Really good time. And then Thursday, I sat down with Jeff Slate, singer, songwriter, guitar player, writer, journalist. He writes for Esquire, Rolling Stone, guitar player. He's been around a while. He's written a lot of great stuff. He just did the liner notes for the Sgt. Pepper's reissue. Really sweet guy. We met back a couple months ago in Forest Hills. The Tom Petty show, hit it off, and I said, hey, man, why don't you do the show? And he was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So we broke it down. We had a good time. I want to give a shout-out to Telefunken Microphones. They hooked me up with a couple of demo M80s to use, which you may have seen on our social media feed. I did a little pick for them. Nice microphones. I like those microphones. I like them a lot. There's a lot more top end to those than on the Shure 58s that I use, that I've been using since the start of the show. And there's a little more top end to these M80s. Very interesting. I like it. I like what I'm hearing. Speaking of Telefunken, next week, which is hold on, my friends, the 18th. Is that right? No, this is the 18th. On the 25th, episode number 65, my guest is Barbara Copeland. And I said, speaking of Telefunken, because we recorded the interview at Telefunken in South Windsor, kind of a midpoint for the two of us. Barbara Copeland, if you don't know, is the daughter of the famous booking agent Ian Copeland, who was responsible for bringing over tons and tons of music in the 80s. Kind of basically broke the whole new wave thing, new wave and punk over here in the States. Great guy. He's in my short film Roadie. I've been reading his book called Wild Thing. If you haven't gotten it, I will be posting some links. Check it out. Anyway, very sweet guy, and Barbara is a doll. Ian, sadly, we lost Ian back, I think, around 2006, and Barbara filled in a lot of gaps for us on that. So anyway, stay tuned next week, episode number 65. In anticipation of that, in celebration of that, I am doing a T-shirt sale out of the store starting today, September 18th. You can use the code Ian VIP. That's Ian VIP, IAN VIP. Ian VIP at the roadiefreeradio.com merch store for your T-shirts. Get you 15% off, okay? I will be posting the code and doing all that good stuff, so you can find it. If you miss it on this podcast, look for it this week on our social media sites. The other thing I wanted to tell you about, I think later today, I'm going to be posting the upcoming guest list that we have that includes Barbara Copeland, Chris Wrightsman, Robert Compton, Jeff Slate, Michael Lardy, and Tony Fishman. Those are about the next 5 or 6 episodes that will be coming up, and I'll start posting more of those so you can mark them in your calendar and get ready for some good stuff. All right? Let's see. Let's get to today's show. Here we go. Robert Joseph Carroll. Bobby Carroll. I met Bobby Carroll, Simsbury, Connecticut, the day I went to hang out with Bobby Tees for the Tedeschi Trucks show. And I think I told the story. He came up, introduced himself to me, and just wanted to make sure that I was there, I was taken care of, and that I felt comfortable. And we got to talking later, and I said, man, why don't you come on the show as well? And then I get the trifecta, right? I get front of house with Brian Spicer, I get monitors with Bobby Tees, and I get the stage manager, Bobby Carroll, all from Tedeschi Trucks. So we get a perspective. You know, it's good to get perspective of these things, and we had a great time. So Bobby has been with Chris Brown. He's been with Austin Mahone. He's done a gajillion Sixthman Concert Cruises, okay, with the Kiss Cruise, the Leonard Skinner Cruise, Kid Rock, 311, Paramore, Weezer, John Mayer, the Florida Georgia Line Cruise, a bunch of stuff. So he knows what he's talking about, he knows what he's doing, and he knows his grip tape. You'll hear about that. One little note. I was relaying a story to him during the interview about when I worked for Merv Griffin Productions, and I said Steve Allen. It's not Steve Allen. It's Paul Allen. Chartered a cruise ship of his own. Apparently he puts on these big birthday parties for himself. And this particular year that I was working there, he rented a cruise ship, and we went up to Alaska with like 200 of his closest friends and the band Little Feat. So it's Paul Allen, not Steve Allen. That's weird. There you go. All right? So listen, enjoy the episode. Stay tuned. Next week, episode number 65, Barbara Copeland. Don't forget to get your t-shirt. 15% off when you use the code IANVIP by going over to roadiefreeradio.com. You can get your Get Shit Done shirt. You can get your Got Roadies shirt. That's all we have to offer right now. I'm getting more made, so allow up to like 2 weeks for delivery, but get on it. Get me those orders, all right? And let's see what else I got for you. Oh, you know what? Audible. Let's do it. I'm still making my way through Bill Kreutzmann's book, drummer for the Grateful Dead, his book, Deal. You can download that book for free when you go to audible.com and use the code ROADIEFREERADIO to start your free 30-day trial. You get one free download, and after that 30 days, I think it's like $14.99 a month. But why wouldn't you want to listen to that on the bus if you are any kind of fan of the Grateful Dead or just that time period? It's actually a really great read. It's fun. So download that. Use the code ROADIEFREERADIO. Get yourself a free trial. All right? And a free book. All right, let's get to this thing, man. Bobby Carroll. Here we go, buddy. Okay. Whew. That felt like a long one. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you want to hear that full episode, go ahead and click the link below, the SoundCloud file. It'll take you there. Enjoy. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to do that. Hit that like button. I will see you guys next week in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. In the meantime, y'all be safe out there. No roadies, no rock and roll. Hit me up, by the way, if you have any questions about podcasting and how I got started. If you're interested in doing this, what kind of gear you should get, any shortcuts I can help you with. I would love, love, love to do that for you. All right? Be cool.